Hello! Okay, so we have two different styles, a simple one and a fancy-ish one. I could have called it detailed, but I like the word fancy-ish. Okay, you could change the playback speed like this by following the instructions on the screen. Okay, hi and thank you, I just have a few things to say. Okay, thank you so much for 5,000 subscribers, I love you, it means a lot, thank you so much. Thank you. Also, please read the description before asking any questions, thank you. Alright, when you take a picture of your OC, it's best to put it in the studio and make it as big as possible by putting it in this position, so it's as clear as possible, yes. Also, you can see that there's a tiny little line of the background, so we're going to fix that. Adjust the settings, make the expansion higher and everything, and then wow, look at that, it's gone. Okay, so just select the background, and then we're going to cut it out. Alrighty, so just, select the background. And then click Cut. Cut gets rid of everything that's selected. It removes it completely. Alright, make a new layer. And get the bucket tool. First, select the base color. The base color is the lightest color in his hair, aside from his highlight. Select every single little bit of hair. Yeah, even the highlight. Even those little things. Everything counts. No, like seriously, you have to or this won't turn out how we want it to. Alright, I saw that I missed a lot of things, so I'm just lowering the opacity of the main layer. See, look at that. Now that we have everything, we're putting the opacity back to normal and keep clicking on the hair. Oops. Not the line of the hair. Keep clicking on the base color of the hair and the lines will get thinner and thinner because the color will expand when we're on the bucket tool. Anyway, this is my brush settings. I used it pen hard, but I adjust it. I always change my max thickness. Alright, so first I'm going to make the thickness a little bigger so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, I lower the opacity on the ends. I also change the pattern opacity. Yep, just like that. I wish I had tea, my throat hurts. Okay, make a new layer, set it to multiply, and set it to clipping. With clipping, everything stays within the lines. Without clipping, things fall out. So yeah, clipping. Clipping's my best friend. I love clipping. Okay, where the hair overlaps each other, oops, that's too big. Where the hair overlaps each other, that's where you make the shadow. Logic. Yeah. That's basically it. Also, make it go slightly past the line to watch me struggle to make a simple line. Wow, this is a lot harder than it looks. I can't make a simple line. What happened to me? Oh my god. I am using stabilizer, by the way. Okay, also focus on each lock of hair at a time. Because when you focus on each lock of hair, everything seems just really simple. Each lock of hair is very simple, but zoomed out and put all together, it looks really fancy and complex, sort of. Okay, yeah, so focus on each lock of hair and shade it. This is just super simple shading. Things will get a little harder in the future. In a few minutes in the future. Yep. Alrighty, so focus on each lock of hair, just keep shading. You know, honestly, shading is really relaxing for me. It's one of my favorite parts of the entire drawing. I love shading. Shading's super fun. Stuff, make a new layer, set it to multiply, and we're lowering the opacity of the bush, wow. I can only speak English, yet I can't speak English. Okay, adjust the brush a bit, and we're gonna make these little oval things that you see in anime hair sometimes. I don't know, I'm probably doing it wrong, but what really is a wrong or right way to do this? yeah. So you see, like, this is just super simple and easy, this part. Also, we're just fixing up the shadows a little bit. This part's really messy. See, we're just doing this to the shadows, yeah. Doing this to the shadows. I'm so good at explaining things. Woohoo. Do this to the shadows. Adjust the shadows a bit, you know, what I'm doing. Also, when you make things connect further and further into each other until it reaches, like, the root of the hair, it makes everything just look a lot fancier and nicer, in my opinion. There's, of course, beauty and simplicity, but we're going for a fancier style. And of course, don't connect everything to the middle, or else it'll look really weird. Alright, so that's where our point is. Our point is right there. In the top middle-ish of his head. Looks pretty good. Also, when you do this, make sure to have curved lines, not like a straight, just like a straight line. Also, we're just fixing up the shadows a bit. Not fixing up, we're adding to the shadows. Make a new layer, another thing, and multiply. This is all about layering. And then touch up the shadows. Yep, this is just a little about being simple and then getting more and more and more detailed. Yep, this part is also kind of messy. Honestly, the root of his hair right now, it kind of looks like some sort of pit. But whatever. It looks nice, sort of. So focus on each lock of hair. As I said before, I'm sorry. I'm more like reminding myself, honestly. Make a new layer, set it to multiply, and we're just half of his hair, we're gonna make this big shadow that doesn't actually make any sense. But I like it. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but does anything make sense in this picture exactly? It's some sort of overgrown baby-looking thing that's the colors of coffee. His anatomy doesn't make sense, but you know what? It's art. It doesn't have to make sense. So you see that? It's not exactly necessary. Make a new layer. Set it to add. We're going to be drawing the highlights. Highlight does make a big difference, but it's actually not necessary. You could stop right here if you want. But yeah, I always add highlight because I just like a little more detail. Wow, I can't draw a line if my life depended on it. Oh my god, this is... Okay, you know what? There. No. There, good enough. Okay. Now, at the part of the hair, opposite of where the shadow is, make a line going along it, because it also gives more dimension, I guess. I'm probably saying it wrong, I don't know. Alright, yeah, on each lock of hair, focus on each lock of hair. I know I said that about 10 times, but I'm gonna say it again. Focus on each lock of hair. Yes. See, that doesn't look too bad. That actually looks pretty good. I'm quite proud of this, but of course we're gonna lower the opacity because the highlight will not be white. Also get the eraser. The eraser that we're using is Dip Pen Soft. And erase the highlight where the shadows are because that just looks super weird. Looks really, really weird. Yeah, focus on each lock of hair. I know I said that about maybe 20 times now. I can't even count. I don't feel like counting. I'm a little too lazy to count. Yep. See, this looks pretty great. So far, so good. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of proud. Okay, then cut up the highlights in half to add more detail. See, look at that. That looks really pretty. Get the blur tool and only blur the bottom of the highlights, not the top. Only the bottom of them. Because, well, it looks nice. That's why. The reason for everything is because it looks nice. That's it. That's my whole reason. And you can also use mesh form to adjust it a bit. I guess it doesn't really make such a big difference, but, you know, I just like adjusting things. Yes. That looks pretty good. Making a new layer, setting it to add, and we're going to use the regular airbrush, or airbrush normal. And we're going to do a more saturated color of the one that we already had. And we're just making a line across where the highlight is to kind of give it more of a glow effect. It doesn't make sense because hair doesn't glow, but what does make sense in this photo? Absolutely nothing. See, merge everything together if your phone lags, because mine does. Make a new layer. Do not set it to clipping. I repeat, do not. Turn around in a few circles. Jeez, my eyes. I'm hurting my own eyes. We didn't make any adjustments to this brush. Dip pen soft. Alright, just make little hair strands. Yep. And as I said before, I'm gonna say it again, focus on each lock of hair and things will look really, really, really simple. Okay. And of course, don't only make hair strands in one color, use multiple different colors. So see, we're gonna select more colors. And we're not just randomly drawing this, we're trying to make it go in the direction of the locks of hair. Yep. Looks pretty good. I don't know how to explain this. I'm very, very sorry. I'm so sorry. But you know what? I hope you got the idea of this and was able to make something similar to it. It's really hard to explain any of this, but I hope I did a good enough job. Anyway, also, you can set the layer to color and clipping, because I noticed that his hair was just a little too bright, like it's more of a gray. Then, I adjust the opacity. So you know what, if you find out that your color is off, you can always adjust it later. And see, that looks really good. Okay, now we're doing the simple editing style. We're doing the exact same thing that we did with the fancy one, which is use the bucket tool on a new layer and select everything. Select all the hair. Bucket all the hair. Fill all the hair. What is wrong with me? Fill all the hair. Color the hair. Color the hair. There we go, I think. Yep. And then double tap because it makes the lines thinner. Like, see, just... Alrighty. Set your thing to lock. Well, actually, no. Without locking, you see this is what it does. Everything goes outside of the layer that you're on. But on the layer that you're on, set alpha lock and everything will stay inside of the layer that you're on. Yep, that looks pretty good. So anyway, alpha lock and clipping, they're like super useful. And then we're just adding a little color of his skin onto the bangs. This is super lazy, by the way. Okay, make a new layer, set it to multiply, and make these weird oval things. Anyway, yeah, looks really good so far, in my opinion. This simple style only takes maybe about 5 minutes to do the hair, 7 minutes. It really depends on your pace, on how fast you are. So just because I say that I only take 5 minutes, don't compare yourself to me and be like, what, I would take 5 hours to do that, or I would take an hour to do that, because not everyone's equal. Some people are faster than others, but not only that, I wasn't naturally born faster. I'm just faster because I already know how to do this, so it's all in my head. I know it by heart, or by brain. But you get it. The point is, don't compare yourself to me. The end. And we notice that the shadow is a little too saturated, so we're changing the color, putting it to alpha lock, and lowering the opacity a bit. Making a new layer, setting it to add, and we're going to draw the highlight now. And then we're erasing the highlight wherever the shadows are. Yeah. And then we're also cutting the highlight in half a little sometimes. Okay, get the blur tool and blur the bottom of the highlight, not the top. Lower the opacity of the highlight and it looks pretty good. Okay, on the base color layers where we're going to draw the strands of hair, so select the base color and then just use the regular dip pen soft. And then, draw the little strands of hair. Make sure, because you could see that his hair is kind of wavy, don't make the lines straight. Make them wavy, like his hair. have different colors of hair strands, not just one. So have a dark one, have a light one, have a medium one. Yep, that all looks pretty good. Merge everything because your phone lags. Well, my phone lags. Anyway, thank you so much. And I am very sorry for those... Sorry. I'm very sorry to those who are waiting for an eye tutorial and other tutorials, and like, I'm working on those, I promise. They should be out this week or next week or very soon. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for so many followers and things. I'm really sorry if I wasn't able to explain this well at all. I really tried my best. Anyway, I am very scared because I'm in the truck, it's night, I hate the dark. I'm going home, okay? I am home, I'm on the property, but I'm in the driveway. Doesn't matter. Anyway, thank you, goodbye, have a good day, night, or wherever you are. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you, and goodbye. I have a problem with saying goodbye. Bye. See you later. Okay, yep, okay, bye.